Hey everybody, it's Scott with Professional Golf Instruction again. I want to share with you a new putting simulator that I found that I'm really excited about. So I've been looking now for 5 or 6 years trying to find a simulator that I could use just for putting. And I got a SkyTrack, it doesn't give me what I need. You know, there's TrackMan, there's PuttView, there's new systems on the market, but the price points are stupid. Like, you know, I'm sitting here thinking I want to get better at putting, and what are my options? I can go out and buy a new putter. Listen, if you're looking at a new putter because you're trying to get better, time out. The price on a new Cameron or a Bettinardi, I mean, you can get into a simulator now. This system is less than 500 bucks. When I got it, it was under $400. I know the demand now is going up, so the price is going up. You might want to get on here and take advantage of it now. So this is winter 2020. You can find the information on my website. But real quick, it's called Exputt. It's a high-speed camera system that you plug into any television set with a HDMI port. It has a mat that you can roll up and put into a bag. You just plug it in. You need a power source. Plug it into the wall. Plug it into the TV. It's got a remote control. Just like a Fire Stick, you turn it on and you're ready to go. It's awesome. So check it out. I'm going to go through real quick and try to do a breakdown of all the features and benefits that the system has. I'm going to do it relatively fast so you're not spending a lot of time on here. But my endorsement is I paid for the system. They didn't give it to me. I went out and spent the money, and I'm happy I did, and I think you should too. So check it out. Real quick, if you like my stuff, hit like. Please subscribe if you do. Gives me a better opportunity to hopefully someday be able to get some money back for this effort. So check it out. Okay, so the first thing we have is this mat. This mat is a rubber back, got a little traction on it, got some markings and a base. Rolls up, fits in a bag. All you do is lay it out, set your camera system up so it points down. It's going to look at some of these marks and recognize and calibrate it on its own, so you really don't have to do much. Comes with a remote control, but there are certain features on this mat that I'm going to show you with the putter that I really can't get into the frame that I think are pretty awesome. So I'm going to make sure that you understand how the mat works. You simply take the ball, put it between two black marks. Actually, let me do it without talking, and you'll be able to hear the system recognize the ball's in the right spot.
Ready.
Says ready. The ball's not there, it's not ready.
Ready.
So it knows. You can have it pretty much anywhere between the two black marks.
Ready.
But it has to be between these two marks. Now, for this video, I have it on carpet, so it's going to kind of move around. I would suggest, and what I've done is taken another mat and slid it underneath here with a harder surface. So you can take a piece of wood, you can take a piece of plastic, you can put anything else underneath here. It's not going to interfere with the actual camera that's collecting the data. So my recommendation, if you're going to use it on carpet, put something underneath here, and that'll keep from setting the putter down and having the ball move around on you, which is kind of a challenge. For this video, I'm going to try to take some caution. I'm going to keep my putter a little elevated, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So we have our main menu. We got practice, challenge, play 9 holes, and settings. Obviously, you go into the settings, it'll give you a left or right-handed player. You can actually adjust inches versus meters, so you can do empirical or metric if you want to go to meters. You can adjust the hole cup diameter from a standard 4 1/4 size hole to a larger size hole if you want to work with a beginner and you don't want them frustrated because they can't make any putts. I haven't found the need to do that yet, but it's a pretty cool feature that it's on there. Go back to the main practice area. I got to keep this short. Green speeds. I like to keep mine around 10. I play at clubs that are pretty quick, but you can dial it down if you have, you know, early spring and you're playing muni courses and your green speeds are 7 to 8. Feel free to slow it up. I keep it around 10. You can change the practice green from, you know, this is mainly just the background. Distance mode, fixed or random, and I'm going to set it up at 10 feet. Getting into the practice mode, we're going to see a lot of data that comes out of the information on the putt. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a putt, and then we'll take a look at the data. Okay, so it's set at 10 feet. I'm going to set the ball in the
ready,
hitting area. You hear it say ready and recognized. I'm going to take a putt at 10 feet. Alright, what's important here? The value of this system is the fact that the high-speed camera is able to capture the path and the club face at impact. It's accurate, it's fast, it's a good way to understand what's going on during your putt. You can sit out on the putting green for hours and hit putts. You can bring your video camera, you can bring your golf coach, I don't care. You're not going to capture this information without this type of system. And what it tells us is the path. You know, we may want to focus on alignment. We want to focus on ball position. We want to try to get that path as close to square as possible. The club face, same thing. We're not going to get to 0.0. Tour players are like 0.1, 0.2, some are 0.3, and they're very effective. But consistency and understanding how we consistently deliver the putter at impact is what's important. And then being able to take minor adjustments in ball position or even our grip, or even the club itself. You know, if you're consistently closed face at impact, and we've put the ball in the right position, it's still closed. Maybe your club face is face balanced, and it's causing you to shut it down too fast. We might go back to a conventional style toe hang on your putter. But nonetheless, if you understand these two variables, then you are way ahead of the rest of the players in the game. So this just gives a little reaction of, or reenactment of how the putter is going, to give you an example what right 1.3 looks like. I want you to start practicing from 10 feet. Reason being, the closer you are to a hole, the more open and closed and left and right your path can be, resulting in a launch direction which can be wild and still make putts. So at 5 feet, this launch direction can be up to 1.7 degrees and still make putts. If you take that same 1.7 degrees and you move out to 10 feet, you're going to miss every single putt. So if you're practicing from 5 feet, you may be drilling every single putt, and then you move further away and that same putt fails every single time. At 10 feet, 1 degree left or right is your maximum. You can make putts up to 1 degree left or right of your launch direction and still make putts. 1.1 degrees misses every time. So as you get further away, you have to be more specific and more narrowed down with those two elements. But to give you an idea, at 20 feet, it's only 0.7 degrees left or right. So 1 degree at 10, 0.7 at 20, and 1.7 at 5. So I don't want my players at 5 feet. I either want them at 10 or 12 or somewhere in here anyhow. 1 degree is going to be what our goal is. So this type of system is going to capture all that data. It's going to give us ways to fiddle around with our grip, our ball position, the actual putter itself, to try to get to that 1 degree or less at 10 feet, and that'll result in making more putts consistently. Let's talk about the challenge and the play modes within the system. So I just showed you how to analyze this stuff on a practice. Now we'll go into having some fun. You can go into challenge and it'll give you 9 holes and kind of critique how you putt on regular greens, or you can play 9 and play up to 4 players at a time. So that can be fun too. But in these two settings, you have some features on the mat that come into play that I want to show you that are pretty cool. So let's check it out. Okay, so now we're in the challenge mode. We're going to have a grid system, kind of like on a PlayStation, or maybe on your track, or on your Sky Track. In the top right hand corner you see an elevation chart. Tells you kind of the rolling tendencies of the green, and then in the front you have the distance at 25.6 feet, 25 foot 6 inches that is, and the height differential between where your ball starts and where your ball ends. Okay, so on the mat there's a question mark, a left arrow, a right arrow, and an H. When the ball is positioned in the hitting area, you can use your putter. The system comes with stickers. I put one sticker out on the toe. It already had a mark on the putter to begin with, so I put a sticker out here. I'm not sure if it would recognize it without it or not. I have a feeling it would. You could use regular tape if you need to. But what happens is if you look at the screen, if you put your putter on the question mark, it shows you the break. So you have an option. You can either hit the ball off to the left and play it like a putt, or you can adjust the putt by putting the putter on the left arrow, and it will move it on the screen to line up with the actual break. So here we'll go left 2 more. Okay, so now I take a straight putt, and if the distance is right, I should make that putt. So if I get rid of that, or you can go to the right and line it up however you like. So if you want to read the angle of the green, you have a heat map up in the right hand corner that shows you blue to green to yellow, and an elevation on the right that indicates the height and the terrain. Or you can put your putter on the H and it'll come down and give you a green read as if you are leaning down and reading that green. I mean, how cool is that? You can also use the remote by pointing it at the camera. You can go left and right. Go back to the H. Okay, so it's 24 feet. It's 7 inches below my feet. So I should be able to go ahead and knock this one in. Get in there! Ooh!
Concede.
Conceded it. Alright, so this is in the challenge. I want to go back to my menu, get out of challenge. There's 9 holes, you got 3 per, it'll give you a score, and then it'll match it up. And as you get better and better and better, your score is going to get better. You can also play 9 holes. When you play 9 holes, you can play 9 holes with up to 4 people, so that makes it nice if you want to get a couple kids together and have them play a game like it's, you know, PlayStation or whatever. They don't even realize they're working on their putting, and they're going to get better with practice. So playing 9 is pretty cool. You still get the opportunity to set up the green speed. You can pick, you know, summer, winter, or fall. Let's pick winter right now. And you'll get to see the trees and maybe some snowflakes even when it starts up. So pretty cool. You got a remote just like you have on you know, your Netflix or whatever your Fire Stick is. Graphics are awesome. Alright, so here we go. We got a putt for birdie. It's 43 feet. It says it's level, but as you can see in the graph, that putt's going to go downhill and then it's got to come back uphill. Most of the incline is sitting behind the green. You can see plus 10 inches up here. So it's going to pick up speed, and then it's really going to need some effort to get up to the top. This is how I use it as a putting guide. You put the ball in the middle to get it
Ready.
to acknowledge. Put your putter on the question mark, and now I see the break is off to the right. Rather than adjust any of the arrows to line up to start straight, I'm actually going to hit one off to the right, assuming that my putting line here is straight and square. I probably need to start that off to the right side. So it's 43 feet. I'm going to aim to the right side, and I'm going to hit my putt. could have went a little further right, but you get the idea. You have the option. You can use the remote to adjust the line and try to hit a straight putt every time, or you can use your best judgment and you can actually hit a putt left or right of center. So 4.5 feet. Looks like it's going to be slightly downhill. This is a little slick touchy putt. Oh, I blew it by. Imagine that. Now it's down the hill. So listen, it's not going to give you every putt. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't a game where you get it close and it falls in. You have to hit good putts if you're going to make putts, just like reality. So I'm really impressed with the accuracy, with the feedback response time. You don't have to sit here for 5 minutes and wait on it to spit out the feedback. It gives it to you right now. The system is clean, it's easy and quick to set up. It comes with a bag, like I said in the beginning. You can fold it up, roll it up, take the wires, take the mount, take the mat, throw it in a bag, throw it in your golf bag. Take it to, where any place that has a TV, you can pop it out, you can set it up. You can find a link on my website. It's tourputtingcoach.com or squaredimpact.com. Again, I'm Scott with Professional Golf Instruction. I appreciate you taking some time to look at the review. Hopefully you're going to invest in something like this or this system and you'll become a better putter just because you found it through me. Like the page if it helped you out. Please subscribe. I could use as many subscribers as possible to kind of start paying back some of the investment I put into this. But hey, if not, I get it. No big deal. Don't be a hater. Don't be a troll. If you like it, great. If not, hey, sorry. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.